fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for that if you're hosting? Fierce Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and to close out a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you throw a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fierce Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Summertime is here. Now through May 26th, enjoy USDA Choice Whole Beef Brisket for $3.99 per pound, all-natural bone-in pork shoulder for $1.88 per pound, 8-ounce USDA Choice New York strip steaks for $6.99 each, and Frito-Lay party-sized chips for $3.88 as a congrats to all 2024 graduates. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockwood Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See & Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Join us this Friday, May 24th for Old School, live from 4 to 6 p.m. for the brand new rooftop at Beer House at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. We're helping unveil their new 40 Torches beer in honor of the 40th year of the Cornhusker State Games. Don't miss it. Old School, this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Beer House.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from the program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 o'clock on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's Blur Events.
Motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
High schoolers, unleash your creativity and learn about potential careers in broadcasting at the Digital Expressions Media Camp. Have fun, make friends, and get hands-on experience with video and radio production. June 9th through the 14th at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Scholarships are available from the Nebraska Broadcasters Association, and spots are limited. Learn more at digitalexpressionscamp.com. That's digitalexpressionscamp.com.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday, and the first hour is proudly sponsored by Sand Hills Global. Sand Hills Global is looking to fill 100 openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Boom. Got it. Tuesday. Not as much rain in Lincoln as there is in Omaha. Good Lord.
They are getting hammered up there in Omaha, man, with the rain. And we were talking on the spillover. They'll be lucky if they get that game started when they do, because that dugout, that picture we saw on Twitter, man, that they've got a ton of water in the dugout there. What's the name of our state, the park up there now?
The Charles Schwab.
Charles Schwab. The Schwab is in a swamp. Schwab swamp right now. How much water do you guys think were in that dugout?
I said 5 feet. And because if you look at it, it's about a foot from where the railing's at. Guys are about 6'2", 6'3" on average.
Mm-hmm.
So they're barely able to overlook that railing. So I'm going to say about 5 foot.
Wow.
5 foot of rain. I think I might have an issue because I don't wake up to sirens and horns and things, because like we get, so I'm looking at the text line from the last couple of minutes, and it's like city worker says I woke up to a tornado warning at 5:15 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Did the sirens go off in Lincoln?
I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear nothing.
I didn't hear nothing.
My girlfriend was like, she woke up in Omaha to sirens as well. And I'm like thinking to myself, if there's some tragedy that happens overnight, I don't think I'll wake up.
Yeah.
You know there were sirens. Were there sirens though?
I don't know if there were.
I don't know if
Lincoln.
there were.
I know there were.
City worker.
I know there were in Omaha last night.
I know that for a fact as well.
City worker, thanks for sending these pictures too. And Sanderson, I reposted that picture.
Wahoo.
That was in Wahoo.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense why I didn't wake up.
Yeah, and then good gosh, that's a lot of rain they got there. Folks, be careful in that Wahoo area, Fremont area, I would assume as well. Be careful. There's a lot of rain there in Wahoo. City worker, be careful out there, brother. To all you guys, Sanderson, I reposted that on Twitter, that picture from the that was taken at Schwab Park. Yeah, today is going to be, I think, potentially could be a mess as far as scheduling, as far as baseball up there.
Nick, really late tonight, or
Nick calls the Storm Chasers game tonight. Supposed to call tonight. What, 6:30?
6:35.
Supposed to be when the bats start striking. If Thunder's not striking.
I'm staying away from those dugouts.
Yeah.
if there's
walking around
like I'm out.
I'm staying away from those dugouts if there's lightning going on.
Yeah. You think about the weather.
Here's a bat promotion tonight. Here we go.
Yeah.
Reach it as high as you can in the air.
So Wednesday we're playing at CCL, and that they blow the horn, you go in. Okay. Me and our group were just kind of talking about guys at times that don't take that seriously at times. Me and Hanky Woods, Raff calls him Sky Hank.
Sky Hank.
But we're just kind of just conversing in the cart. Like, how many people will just go out there and just be like, oh, it's not a big deal. Dude, if I'm hearing, if they're those guys and gals, they know that's their job. They have to get you off the course.
Yeah.
And you're swinging a metal object in the air. Okay, I don't understand why people would play and mess around with that, man, when it comes to the golf course either. Now you think about sitting in a baseball diamond, there's lightning strikes. Hopefully that's not the case today. It's just like, no, I'm good. Because I think have there been times in the past where they've had to get the people out and put them in the
there was a moment.
Wasn't that long ago.
So I'm trying to think and trying to distinguish the difference of the College World Series and the Big Ten baseball tournament, because I was at the South Carolina game where there was the tornado warnings and stuff going off during the South Carolina College World Series game.
Was that when they were playing LSU? You get pictures with Olivia Dunn?
I was not.
Come on, man.
I was not.
I think you
there.
reposted it on Twitter.
I definitely did not.
Go ahead.
I know better than that.
Wow.
I know better than that.
Since he was talking about my shaving my beard, he said 3 days younger. I appreciate that.
I did not say
So
3 days. I said 3 months.
Actually,
I
said 3 hours.
Oh,
But
3 hours. 3 minutes.
And then
Anyway.
you got it framed like 11 by 14.
Yeah. You know what? It's still hanging up in my bedroom. That's right. Anyway. No, but what I was going to say is there was the one, I think they were playing Virginia potentially, and it was like South Carolina and Virginia, and they had tornado warnings, and they had to put everybody in like into rooms or into the concourse, and it was like you're just hanging out with a bunch of random people, and you were like, man, you might be the last person I see before this place goes up in tornado. So,
and which we know unfortunately. That is something that did happen here, up in that area, man, just about a month ago. So be careful out there, folks. If you're heading to Omaha, if you're in the Hooper area, Kyle in Hooper,
upper,
boy, 4 point, goodness gracious,
4.5, wow,
4.5 inches of rain,
wow.
And you know what? Here's the thing, though. Here's why I say you hope it continues, because Nebraska's been in a drought. Parts of Nebraska's been in a drought for so long, to where when it rains that much, it just runs off because the ground's so hard. And you hope that it gets some time to actually soak in for these farmers, man. But 4.5 inches, good Lord, that's dangerous right there for sure. That is dangerous. What else? Something else that I thought was, I don't know if you guys saw this. We have to talk about this later, maybe later this week or something. I thought was dangerous was the NCAA talking about getting rid of the walk-on programs. You guys see that?
I did.
And Rule spoke about that. I'm just thinking, what's wrong with the NCAA right now, man? I'm not saying right now. They've always had some issues. Why would you even think of doing something like that? Every team get down to 85. It's almost like they're trying to level the playing field, taking away. I don't get
opportunities.
Yeah, I don't get that, man. I meant to bring that up yesterday.
It's kind of a combo though, because you actually got some coaches and some programs that don't want the walk-on programs, but then you have like Nebraska's the world that they want the walk-on program.
And let each program decide themselves.
But then if they so exactly, but then when you do that, then the teams that don't want to, well, that's not. They're getting to develop player more.
So get some walk-ons.
It's such a catch-22 on that.
Guys, it is my pleasure to introduce Ahman Green.
AG.
Thanks, Nick, for the introduction. I appreciate you. Oh, okay. I'll see how they do it.
Oh, man.
You know what we ought to do? Every time we just go, instead of Ahman. That's what they would do in a basketball arena. Ahman, if you were struggling or something like that.
No, the fans had it down my freshman year. They were going, Ahman Green.
Ahman Green.
Wow.
Yeah, that was real. I lived it.
AG, are you getting some weather up down there, brother?
Back and forth. We're actually kind of a mild morning. Nothing. No rain yet. When I first got here last weekend, though, it was the opposite. It was warm. I mean, it was rainy. It was a lot of rain on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're up here, AG. The Big Ten tournament is being delayed already because basically you could swim in the dugout at Schwab's Field right now, bro.
Oh wow! I saw the picture that was on the text groove line. Wow, that's a lot of rain.
It is no joke.
Yep.
Real quick, AG, we're just kind of just wrapping this section and just kind of go to a place talking about the NCAA, talking about potentially getting rid of the walk-on programs. And Dayton Dorchester, what's up? He goes, the NCAA is an absolute joke as a governing body of college athletics. Raff by himself could do a better job than these clowns.
I concur.
And you know what? I would agree with that, AG. I just think it's a travesty for them to even try to bring something like that up, of eliminating that. But there's nothing off the plate that fails to shock me with the NCAA at this point, man.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I mean, that is like, why would you do that? Because, I mean, you see all the players, I mean, especially in our program over the years, how they came in as walk-ons and they left as first rounders or second rounders or got their masters in something then they could go move forward in life because they got their degree. So that to college sports, taking that away is just as, I don't know, it's bad. That's not a good thing. That is, if they're talking about it now, that means they definitely going to move forward somewhere in the future. They get enough votes in the lobby area And so talking about it, to be even talking about it is not a good thing.
What makes me mad too is you've got these kids that are paying their own tuition, getting jobs, working to be a walk-on on the football team. But meanwhile, the NCAA is worried about this when they should be worried about maybe some sort of salary cap or something for NIL or something like that.
Exactly.
They're always worrying about the wrong thing.
Yeah, you're spot on, Raff. There's way bigger fish to fry than worried about a walk-on program like you mentioned, AG and Raff, that's doing nothing but building character and resolve and discipline in athletes. And now you're talking about, let's get rid of that. But meanwhile, let's let this guy make $1 million, 2 or 3 million.
Yeah.
This might make 10 million. It's just like the discrepancy and the hypocrisy blows me away.
I see a perfect promotional announcement where Raff says just that and says, and that's why I'm voting, or that's why I'm running for NCAA president in 2024.
Actually,
vote Raff 2024.
Actually, I'm going to go with the other organization that kicks the NCAA out. It's going to be the
SEC,
the Super Conference Alliance.
Yes,
and
whatever that name is going to be.
Have you heard of Greg Sankey? Me neither. Vote Raff.
Vote Raff. The roadie tonight.
I love it.
We're going to come back to this in a second, y'all, because we got a lot. Let us know what you think about the NCAA trying to. I was going to bring this up yesterday, but I want to get. I'm going to dive more into this. We want to dive more into this. What you think about that, folks? It is Tuesday morning. It is a cloudy Tuesday morning here in Lincoln, but man, it is much more than clouds going on up in Omaha with the Big Ten. Baseball was supposed to be up. The first game was supposed to be at 10 o'clock, Nick.
Supposed to be at 10 a.m. and now it's pushed back to 1, I believe is what they said.
Yep.
So that means Nebraska's probably pushed back to 5. They're usually never on time either, so plan about 5:30, if not 6. Also, if more rain happens, there's a chance Nebraska just might not play today.
See what happens.
So the good thing I will say, sorry to continue on this. The good thing I will say is that they provide some flexibility and some space on Wednesday where teams wouldn't play normally in case something like this happens. They also, I mean, to be fair, they're kind of on a time crunch with the whole tournament in general, just because of Selection Sunday and when teams when the committee needs to know, all right, what teams are going to be in there, who's going to have the automatic bid, things like that. They are on a little time crunch, big picture wise, but we're not to that point yet.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
Gotcha.
All right, we'll throw the break. It's The Drive, 93.7, The Ticket.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
There are over 1,000 kids in Cedars care today. We're here to ensure that each of them receives safety and stability they deserve. But we need your help. A gift to Cedars will make an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further with the available matching funds. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincolnday.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln kids today.
Join us this Friday, May 24th for Old School, live from 4 to 6 p.m. for the brand new rooftop at Beer House at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. We're helping unveil their new 40 Torches beer in honor of the 40th year of the Cornhusker State Games. Don't miss it. Old School, this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Beer House. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through May 21st is the revealing of the Mystery Box promotion, a $225 value for only $99. That includes 3 8-ounce fillets, 2 4-ounce fillets, 4 New York strips, and 4 8-ounce sirloins. Also 15% off all spices. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody. We're back. It's Tuesday. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket.
When do you leave for Cuba, Raff?
I leave tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Leave tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 2 p.m., I believe.
Okay.
So
Nice.
The rain needs to...
How many people are going?
4, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5. 4 to begin, then 5.
AD, are you going?
Didn't even know.
That's crazy. Me neither. AG, did you know about it?
Know about what? The trip?
No. Okay, that's the answer.
Wow.
No, we didn't. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
You're
saying,
you and your lady, man. So I
yeah,
didn't.
you got a whole basketball squad starting and stuff for us.
We can play 5v5.
There you go. Oh man. Love it.
Anyway, hey, real quick, I want to hop back on this again. Sanderson had a point here that said something about which we basically said, and you're spot on as well. He says the problem AD is that we're one of very few schools that care about walk-ons. They're trying to prevent schools from having 150 plus players, using NIL to get over scholarship limits. LSU, Georgia, they don't care about walk-ons, etc. I don't agree, but that's the argument. And Sanderson, I appreciate you. That's exactly what Raff was saying. AG said the same thing. And it's something to where I think it would be a major black guy by the NCAA, which let's think about it though, fellas. We're used to that from them though.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just call it what it is. We're used to them doing things like this out of left field that almost kind of to try to remain relevant. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I mean, and you look at I guess the inmates or the conferences, right? So you got the NCAA running the thing, and then you got SEC, you got Big Ten, we don't know what Pac-12 is right now, but then Mountain West and all the other conferences. And as we're going to talk about later, what the Big Ten has done to finance all the other Big Ten schools, but that's at a cost as well. And so, one thing that I learned when I became a college student that I heard my mom and dad and brothers and other people of older statesmen would say to me, NCAA is crazy. I'm like, I didn't get it at that time, but now, growing up in it and watching it and coaching and being a player is just like, I see what it's not the main objective is not sometimes the students or the student athletes.
Right.
It's more than it's basically dollar bills, y'all.
What it is.
And what they can make for themselves, unfortunately.
It is, yeah.
So,
and it's just focusing on the wrong thing, I think, because just like these walk-ons, I mean, seldom touch the field. I mean, you have some that touch the field, but meanwhile, they're paying their own tuition, they're working their job, they're not doing anything, to deter from college football in any way. So it's upsetting.
It is.
And they make college football better. I'll say this. I got a kid, one of my old teammates, AD, and he was more around my time than your time, Ben Butenbach.
Oh, yeah.
He's a linebacker.
He's a chiropractor here now, man.
Yep. He's a chiropractor. He broke so many helmets and probably backs and necks when he was a walk-on linebacker in practice. And it was so ironic. I remember in practice, we were a freshman together, so we practiced all 3 years together. And oh my goodness, if you didn't see him coming, he was going to give you a headache for the day. Every practice. And I appreciate it, right? I appreciate it because he was getting us ready for Sunday, and he'll help you up off the ground. He'll blast you, pick you up off the ground. Hey, man, good hit. I'll be like, man, you just knocked the snot baubles out of me, man. Thanks, Ben. I was like, you know what? I owe you. I'm going to come back and get you next time, Ben. And I would try, but I would always lose to Ben Butenbach in practice. But for those players, there were so many Bens that were on our squad that practice. Like Chris mentioned, they had jobs. They had to do extra things just to be the walk-on. And then some of them got rewarded because they got a scholarship and they were first, second, third round draft picks.
You look at Jared Tomich. Look at Jared Tomich,
exactly. Those kids are well remembered and very happy that they're on our squads for my sake. From my point of view.
Makovica brothers,
Lance Gray.
We can
they
go
didn't have to
on
stay.
and on.
They could bounce.
Absolutely.
Go get a full ride from a smaller school, get their education, move on.
Play with a chip.
They decided that they wanted to be here.
I think were all the Eulers walk-ons?
I think so. I think so.
That's a great question. I'm surprised all the Makovicas, but they got scholarships by the time they got out of here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Aaron Davis.
AD.
Easy.
Well, speaking of people who are putting lightning going on, that they're making impact, you guys, Adrian Martinez right now,
Yes,
and
hello,
he is lighting up. Here's a few of his numbers, you guys. Right now, he's 102 for 169 passing, 60%, 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, only 2 INTs. Leads the lead in rushing with 44 carries, 431 yards, and 3 more scores. So what he's doing right now in the UFL, think about this. It's full of players that have aspired to be the NFL, or have already played in there, that are trying to get a shot back. So these guys are a step away from getting back in there. And for Adrian to be throwing these type of numbers up, and I was reading through the article earlier and just doing some research on him. They said, were you at all deterred when you were let go by Detroit? He goes, absolutely not.
No.
He goes, I know exactly what I want to do. And I know if I put in the work to get it. Are you guys surprised by his success right now in the UFL?
No, not at all. He's always worked hard. He's played through injuries. We've seen him do that here. Didn't see a lot of what he did at K-State, but knowing the kid that I saw when he got here, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer, that he's a worker. He's going to come in and do the things that he needs to do to be prepared to play. Right now, he's up for MVP honors in the UFL too, so no surprise there. I'm very happy for him because he had a rough road. He had a very rough road from Lincoln, for where he grew up, and from Lincoln and then now into the NFL into the UFL.
I guess I'm not surprised that he's successful, but I am surprised of the numbers that he's putting up
to this extent.
Because look at that league. I know they came together this past year,
Yeah.
but look at these leagues over the past, 2 or 3 years. You haven't had a player putting up 5 touchdowns a game and doing it on multiple games and throwing for 260 and running for 60. You just haven't seen it. And a lot of that is because these teams, they come together like maybe a month before the season starts.
Yeah.
And to have that sort of smoothness. And like I said a couple weeks back, I think he's played himself onto a roster next year.
Yeah.
Like probably that third string emergency quarterback. I think he will be there somewhere.
Easy.
Yeah, the perfect comparison. Remember PJ Walker?
Yeah.
PJ
exactly.
Walker's the perfect example to where
for
the
Carolina.
next season, got signed by the Carolina Panthers and ultimately started a couple of games for the Panthers and looked like the temporary option at starting quarterback. Now, I'm not saying Adrian Martinez is going to be starting on Sundays next year, but certainly has himself in the conversation. Guys, I actually watched the Houston Roughnecks against the Birmingham Stallions on Sunday, or on Saturday night rather, and Houston was 1-6. They played well. I was noticing though, it's a cool league now that they combine the USFL and the XFL because now you have 8 teams, right? Obviously, and Birmingham is still undefeated at 8 and now 8-0. But it's a lot of guys that went to places like Delaware and Pittsburgh State, and where maybe you don't get the publicity,
right?
But it's a good blend of guys like Adrian Martinez that went to Nebraska, won a Big 12 title, has NFL opportunities, but then also guys that are freshly out of college that may have been overlooked in the draft that said, you know what, I'm going to go play with the UFL instead of signing with the practice squad or instead of doing this. And there's a lot of good opportunities there. And it was actually fun football. I loved how I actually, that was the first game, and I'll admit it, first game that I've actually sat down and watched from like start to finish. And I really enjoyed how there's no extra points. It's you go for 1 from like the 2-yard line, you go for 2 from the 5, or you go for 3 from the 10. I think that's something that like the NFL could eventually adopt. Because
they're slowly adopting some of those ways, slowly.
Yes, and like the kickoff rules and things like that. There was a lot of just exciting little twists and turns that this league needed to do to make it actually intriguing for fans to watch in the middle of May. And I think they've done a pretty good job of that. Also, it helps that TV networks like ESPN have picked it up, and you're playing it on ABC on the weekends.
Right. And I think that is the plan, I think, of the UFL is to find some sort of mix with the NFL or sign a contract with the NFL, because
why not?
Because you've also got, and I think about is all these players that sign reserve futures contracts in the NFL that they could be playing right now if they had some sort of link to the NFL, because like most teams sign like 15 to 20 guys that they're reserve futures contracts. Basically, they're going to get a chance in preseason. So if you could take some of those guys and put them in this league too, it'd make it even more exciting.
Yeah. I don't see developmental leagues. Major League Baseball has it correct.
Yep.
NBA struggling a little bit right now.
They have it though. They have NBA D League.
They have the infrastructure. They just need to figure out the process.
They've got to get it more fine tuned.
Yeah, because like a couple of the G League teams have disintegrated and are done now.
Correct.
But what I was
soccer has it over in Europe.
Yeah, soccer has it obviously. Like this could be the NFL's developmental league.
Definitely.
Not saying that first and second and third round picks are going to be there, but hey, the draft's in April.
Yeah.
You can practice with your UFL team, the designated team for your NFL team. And if you want teams to share, teams from the Steelers and the Titans go to the Birmingham Stallions, right? Where you can have draft picks.
Right.
If you don't want to play in a game, just practice.
Yeah.
You that way you get this up to speed of a professional kind of football for your draft picks from like 4th round to the 7th round or whatever it is. And you can figure out ways to then say, okay, now you're up to speed by the time minicamp comes around in the fall.
Because there's just a lot of free agents that, I mean, they're there. I mean, like my buddy Tyree Jackson. I mean, I know he switched positions to tight end, but remember he went to Buffalo, got cut, signed with the Washington Defenders of the was it XFL or whatever. He was Cardell Jones. Remember they signed Cardell Jones, and he was going to be their big name, the quarterback. But Tyree ended up beating him out and that kind of like springboarded him back, into the NFL. So I mean, it's just the more opportunities you get, and I think like right now, in the past, I thought it was too watered down. Like when you had all the different leagues playing,
it was way too many, man.
But now that
and the quality was lacking big time.
and now you're bringing it into one. Then now you're getting that opportunity that people are like, okay, that this guy can play. I mean, like Josh Banderas, like Tommy, Josh playing. I think it was last year he played, and he was playing great. Where he had almost got himself back in. I think he hurt his hamstring or something.
Maybe he could have made it back to a special teams or something like that in the NFL.
Yeah, he was doing that, and I think it was he hurt his hamstring.
Like it's a great opportunity, I think, for guys that maybe have season-ending injuries that are healthy back in the winter, and instead of teams just cutting bait and moving on, you can figure out a way to say, okay, we're going to test you out in the UFL,
right?
Like this is your rehab ability,
right. Exactly.
And I think that's like a great opportunity for guys that are maybe towards the tail end of their career as well, because then not only are you going to draw NFL fans over to the UFL, but the NFL is so concerned with like being the product, and they are. And they've taken Christmas Day away from the NBA, and they obviously have.
They want world domination. That's a whole nother conversation we could have.
They're so
things I know about the NFL.
Well, I mean, and look at where all they're playing, right? Like the Packers are starting in Madrid or in
Brazil,
Brazil,
Sao Paulo.
And so, like through all of this, there's a great opportunity ahead for them to work together. They just need to embrace it.
Yeah,
and I don't think
it's showing. And this league's also showing too. Like if you look at the attendance for St. Louis, they're drawing anywhere from like 40 to 50,000 a game. They're playing themselves back into an NFL team.
I also think like there's also this interesting angle of nostalgia, number one, but also like the diehard college football fans that remember, and Text Line just pointed it out, actually took the words right out of my mouth. Hole in a Boat said the weird twist about Adrian is that he beat out Matt Corral. Matt Corral, the former Ole Miss guy. That's what I'm saying about some of the we talked about with like the Omaha Supernovas, right? Where it's okay, you're cheering for a professional team and it's relatively new. I need to learn about these guys. I need to learn about this team. But if you create this smooth transition for maybe some of those lower round draft picks, as this is their practice, maybe they do play in a couple of games. This is an opportunity for guys that were injured on an NFL team. You're going to expand your fan base, number one, but also let's say I'm a diehard Nebraska fan and Stanley Morgan Jr., who was drafted in the 6th round, or Quentin Newsom, who signed with the Broncos, is playing now on Saturdays. I'm going to have a connection to the team. I'm going to I'm going to watch a game, and who knows if I'm around the area, I might go out to a game. You're expanding the fan base because you're drawing that instant connection that fans don't have to wait almost a full calendar year to see them play or not play on Sundays.
Well, like for instance, would you watch that Birmingham Houston game?
No, not a chance.
Adrian wasn't playing.
Not a chance. But it was fun. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I liked how it was a little bit different, where there's no extra points. You got to keep your offense out there. I thought it was good. Like the officiating wasn't a joke. Like I don't think there was a single roughing the passer call. Like there was like things like that also you kind of enjoy, where it's like this you can feel that it's different from NFL, but it's also a nice switch up, if that makes sense.
I agree.
Yeah, the hardest part is the NFL trying to work along with the league like that.
Bingo.
If they could be friends, that's the biggest thing, because it is simple as you mentioned it and explained, Nick. It's real easy for players to develop. They could develop basically on their own time, not on the dime of an NFL team, and they could then eventually get better and not be a guy that bounces around from team to team.
Yes.
They could go to UFL 1 or 2 seasons and then bam, be on a roster and stick on that roster, unless there is some injuries or anything like that in free agency that happens in NFL. But for the most part of it, it is a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
I was a rep back in my I say probably 2003 to about 2006. And that was one of our topics of developing a minor league for football. But the problem is, like I said, the NFL doesn't want to play nice with anybody. They want all the money. They want all the responsibility and all the control. So is it good? Yes. English Premier Soccer has been doing this for probably 50 years. They have little league that are connected to the pro teams.
Yeah,
I say little league. They have little league soccer connected to the pro team. Okay, how many NFL teams can say that other than the Fuel Up to Play 60 program? That's about as close as a kid can get. After that, the team doesn't connect with that family to say, hey, okay, if your kid wants to be a Titan, we're going to connect with him at 10 and follow his career through Little League and give him coaching tips and give him, help support along the way. NFL teams don't do that. If they did, then the talent would come into the game a lot more developed professionally and mentally. And if the innate ability, the athletic ability is there, it's there. But from a professional standpoint, they could come in more prepared, like all the English Premier Soccer players that happens over in Europe.
As my mind wanders through this concept, this hypothetical concept that will probably never happen, I'm thinking like, okay, how would teams manage the running back position? Is a perfect example, right? Because nowadays teams are so hesitant to I guess
discredit older running backs.
Draft running backs higher up. Sorry, there's a camera.
Drafting running backs higher. Yep.
And nonetheless, I think he's about to walk in here. But nonetheless,
is he famous? That's the question.
That's our guest. That's our guest.
Oh, that's our guest.
We're gonna keep it on the wraps. That's our guest.
Dylan Raiola.
Yep, here he is.
And Chris just let it out the bag. You can't hold a secret. Look at him.
Yep, right over here. So anyway, but through this hypothetical concept is that they're going to be so weary about the tread and the wear and tear with like running back specifically that that's what's going to be holding them up. So,
all right, I tell you what, folks, if you go to Twitter, this is not looking good at Omaha at all. By the Omaha Plus RP WX, they says Omaha is an enhanced risk level 3 out of 5 for severe weather this afternoon. They got a picture of flooding on 67th Pacific, and you take a look at that car.
Oh yeah, that's now going to be driving today.
Yeah,
looks like my car.
Did it float all the way down? Folks, be careful there in Omaha. I want to say this before we go to break, then we'll come back with history. We'll talk about more of this tomorrow. But TJ Lateef, Nebraska Husker football recruit commitment. TJ Lateef gets invited to the Elite 11 camp, which is huge. We'll talk about that more tomorrow, sometime this week. Want to mention that before we get out, before we come back. We got our quick history segment. We got a big time guest that's coming on at 9 o'clock as well, folks.
Go to break. Drive 937. Ticket.
Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Join us this Friday, May 24th for Old School, live from 4 to 6 p.m. for the brand new rooftop at Beer House at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. We're helping unveil their new 40 Torches beer in honor of the 40th year of the Cornhusker State Games. Don't miss it. Old School, this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Beer House. Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. Chance of showers and storms expected throughout the day. It'll be windy too, with an afternoon high around 77. Tonight, partly cloudy and breezy, with a low around 50. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies return with lighter winds and a high around 77. I'm meteorologist Kyle Buck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up
But why?
because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See and Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. We have a little bit of breaking news going on. Nebraska transfer Blaze Keita is heading to play for Western Kentucky.
The Hilltoppers.
The Hilltoppers. New coach, Hank Plona.
Can I ask you guys a trivia question about a UFL coach?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, who is the Birmingham Stallions head coach?
Oh,
no idea.
A very, very I don't know if I would classify legend, but very notable name in the football world, college professional area.
I'm gonna know it right when you say it. That's what stinks because I watched them play.
Yep.
One of the Stoops brothers.
Stoops is in.
It is not.
Stoops is in Dallas.
Yep.
Wade Phillips is in Houston.
It's a family name though.
Wade Phillips is in San Antonio.
Yep. It is a family name. I'll give you 5 more seconds.
Well, like a long history of NFL.
Give me another hint. What's the team he coached?
Oh, has a connection to Notre Dame. The family
Bob Davie.
does. The family does.
Oh,
Holtz?
DeBartolo?
Skip Holtz.
Skip Holtz.
Skip Holtz.
Oh, Skip
is
Holtz.
the
Lou Holtz's
obviously Lou Holtz's son. But yeah, I couldn't give you like initials because that would have been way too obvious. Couldn't have said anything about Lou.
Because
So.
Bob Stoops is in Dallas. Wade Phillips is in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Mike Riley never got re-picked up this year, though, did he? He went to
no, because now Mike Riley's on the college football committee.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Better win them all, Nebraska.
It's a good thing.
Nebraska.
Mike Riley likes Nebraska.
Yeah, he owes us.
I'm gonna tell you something. Now, Riley, obviously, the Riley tenure did not work out here in Nebraska well, but he keeps getting these jobs, so I think it says a lot about his character. He's a good dude, man. I mean, just because somebody is not successful on the field or the court or whatever, the dude is. You wouldn't be getting these jobs if people didn't like you, if you weren't obviously well connected as well. But he's just. I mean, I didn't know him well at all, but it was always a pleasure to talk to. Just didn't. I mean, he's just a 50% coach. I mean, just 500 coach.
I just wonder if he comes back to the embassy every now and then, just for old time's sake.
The only thing that upset me a little bit about Coach Riley was when he left and he said, that he loved Nebraska and all that. And then when he went to Oregon State and he took the associate head coaching job, he took it for like $35,000. So then Nebraska was on when you could have did, sort of market value. Then Nebraska paid the rest of it. That was the only thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It was like, here you claim how much you love Nebraska, but then you taking there's not many associate head coaches in college football that are making $35,000 a year.
Yeah,
that was it for me with him.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Hey, business.
It was a business move for sure.
Business for Oregon.
His exit press conference was interesting, right? Where after he gets fired, he's like, "All right, I'm gonna have a press conference about." Yeah, he's like, "I just want to say thank you to everybody."
Riley was like, "This ain't my first rodeo, buddy."
No, it's fine.
I was going to be done at Oregon State, but you guys saved me, so I do appreciate you guys. You guys gave me renewed life.
Gave me a whole bunch of money.
I want to say thank you to Sean Eichhorst. I want to say
I golfed with him in Wisconsin. Right
who's
before
that?
they hired Mike. Well,
Golf with Riley?
Yeah.
Or
Eichhorst.
Yeah.
Then Sean ends up going to Texas and worked closely with the AD out down there, which I can't think of the name. I'm blanking on the Texas
Well, I think
AD.
Eichhorst got down to he was in the position he should have been in at Texas.
Associate.
He's associate in a COO, chief operations officer, not your fake guy.
He's a numbers guy. And
he's a numbers dude.
He's a numbers guy.
Yeah. Well, in history, we'll
Even
get to
he
this.
didn't like to talk to people. That's crazy. Remember when he? I'm sorry to interrupt. Remember when he would have the press conferences after the game?
Yeah.
It had such a Jerry Jones vibe, where it was like he'd have the press conferences up in either the club level or the suites. I can't remember which one. And it was just like, here's from my course after the game.
Really?
Yeah, it was strange.
Different.
It was every now and then. It wasn't like an every week thing like Jerry Jones is. But
Yeah, sound like when I went to Houston, I was seeing Rick Smith on the practice field during OTAs. I only been on the team a week, and I saw him 7 times. And I'm like, when I was in Green Bay, I was in Green Bay for 6 years, and I only saw Ted Thompson like once on the practice field. I'm like, what's going on here? I was like, are we in trouble? Andre was like, no, AG. Hey, no, AG, he's just trying to be like somebody up north. I'm like, oh. Thank you, AJ. Appreciate you.
Little bulldog going across the street is
just strutting.
I'm
like,
there's a little
oh,
chippy
it's like
bulldog
that,
walking across
huh?
the street.
I was like,
That's Raff's roadie.
He's just strutting.
Well, in baseball history, the baseball record, 1996, Ken Griffey Jr., 26 at the time, is the 8th youngest to hit 200 home runs, man.
Hey, trivia question. What position did Ken Griffey play in football?
I didn't even know he played football.
Yes, he did.
I didn't know that.
What position did he
I would
play
say
in
probably
football?
a safety or a receiver.
AD got his answer in. Raph, Nick.
I'm gonna go cornerback.
I have no idea. I do have a little bit of news though that this is
All right.
very
Well,
interesting. I don't want to
real quick,
butcher the. Yeah, go ahead, AG.
Real quick, the answer is AD was I say about 50%, right? He's a wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Yeah,
Wide receiver.
from Ohio.
I don't mean to butcher our entire history segment.
No, we can't.
So,
What's
but
going on?
this is important here because this is the landscape of college football. Excuse me, that we're going to.
Let's play the music.
All right, here we go. As long as I can find it here quickly enough. There we go. Okay, so how about this? Quarterback Jaden Rashada.
Oh yeah, Jalen
is suing Billy Napier, Marcus Castro Walker, which you might remember that name.
Yeah.
and Hugh Hathcock for a slew of damages from the botched NIL deal,
the $9 million
with the Florida Gators.
Wow.
Rashada
I remember this.
Remember that early
signed,
on?
Yep, Rashada signed with Florida in December of 2022 before ultimately landing at Arizona State. This comes from On3.
And then he transferred again out of Arizona
Then transferred
State.
out of Arizona State, which
Right.
opened up a spot for Jeff Sims. But we might have to get to this after our guest.
Yeah.
Because this is what we've kind of been talking about, where what college
Mhm.
football is trending towards is to where botched NIL deals, lack of transparency, lack of communication.
No
It goes
money.
back- It goes,
No money,
yeah,
exactly.
It goes
Just
back.
no money.
It frankly goes back to not having a play, not a players union, but like the CFBPA,
Yeah.
right? Players
Yeah.
Association, like
Exactly.
not having that type of group. This is what it's going to lead to when there's no binding agreement.
Nick, Raff, AG, Nick, and Raff. Remember when this thing first went down? That's when me and you first just started the show.
Yeah.
And we dove into this big time. And now to see this come back again to where he's going to sue them. Because AG, the Athletic, did an extensive article on this about a year ago when he was being recruited out of high school.
Yeah, I remember hearing the story when it hit headlines.
Absolutely.
So how about this? At the heart, so this comes from the article real quickly. At the heart of the split was a 4-year, $13.85 million contract that played a crucial role in Rashada flipping his commitment from Miami to Florida in November of 2022. According to court documents, the Gators ultimately backed out of the unprecedented NIL collective agreement, leaving the quarterback without a school and out of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Rashada, now at Georgia, after spending his freshman year at Arizona State, filed a 37-page complaint Tuesday morning in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Florida that claims he was repeatedly lied to for him to flip his commitment from Miami to Florida. So it says Gators head coach Billy Napier, former Florida director of NIL and player engagement Marcus Castro Walker, and well-known Florida booster are named as the defendants. The lawsuit also names Hathcock's former company, Velocity Automotive, which was supposed to be used to help fund the financial package. So there you have it.
Folks, we're going to dive much more into that after our guest. We're going to go to a quick break. There's a lot to unpack there. In fact, that might be unpacking for a day and a half. I think there's Jackaroo out there.
Jack.
What's up, Jackaroo? Be careful out there, brother. Folks, we'll be right back. We got a guest you definitely want to stay into. We got AG holding it down in H-Town. We got Raff and myself here in the mothership and Nick on the ones and twos. Be careful if you're in the Omaha area, Wahoo and Hooper. Lots of weather going on around there. We'll be right back with our guests. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans, begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today. If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Far too many kids in our community face extreme challenges due to homelessness, abuse, and neglect. Despite the troubles these kids face, we believe in them. Believe in giving them the safety and stability they deserve. Your gift on Give to Lincoln Day will help us provide services to meet kids where they're at, while also showing them how far they can go. Please make your gift to Cedars on Give to Lincoln Day.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska's always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Hello. Thank you.
Angela, we have to break up
But why?
because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. Hour 2 is proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hahn and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit doorsplusllc.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more. And may I say it, fighting out of the blue corner at 200 pounds, Clyde Johnson.
Absolutely. Folks, we got Clyde Johnson in the house. Big fight coming up this Saturday at the complex, 1555 Yolanda Avenue, right here in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm going to say this at the top because I want you to get this. You can get tickets. You reach out on Instagram at Clyde Diggs, at CLYDEGZ, CLYDEGZ, Clyde Diggs. Clyde Johnson, good morning, brother.
Good morning. I appreciate it, fellas. It's an honor to be here with you.
Man, 200 pounds.
200
Thanks for coming in.
Yes, we got AG on the stream right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely,
man. So, AG, right now, Clyde, so tell us about where you grew up, who you are, all that good stuff.
Yeah, for those who don't know, I'm originally from Chicago. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. I grew up in an extremely humble environment in Chicago where we considered a low end. And it's a project housing by the name of the Dearborn Homes. And it was the same place that my mother had grew up at. but because of the violence and the lack thereof of opportunity in that particular part of the city, my mom made sure that she did all the things that she could to give her children a better chance.
Right.
And in order for us to have a better chance, part of that was moving to Lincoln, Nebraska. And a lot of people say, Lincoln, Nebraska, why Lincoln, Nebraska? I remember because I'm a sports junkie. So I grew up watching collegiate football, collegiate basketball, professional sports as well. And I remember seeing the camera pan through O Street, reporting live from Lincoln, Nebraska, and there's a Cornhuskers take on
like a reporter too.
So
there's AD walking down O Street.
Yeah, this was during that run where those national championships were being won, because at the same time the Chicago Bulls were winning championships. So Osborne and Phil Jackson kind of coexisted at the same time for me. But I had an uncle who originally moved here and brought my mom in for a vacation. She applied for a job here and turned it into a better living. And one of the things she asked when giving us this opportunity, moving here, relocating, was take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Take advantage of something I had never done. And one of the things she asked me was, you love this basketball thing. I want you to push this as far as you can and see what you turn it into. And my proudest moment is turning that into a collegiate education.
Yeah. And besides being a boxer, a heck of a basketball player as well. Had a great time with that. Received, like I said, your papers, your degrees from doing that. And you definitely executed on that, the opportunities that were given to you, man, by making that move. You wanted to make mom proud and continue to do that. When did the boxing bug come around?
Yeah. I was telling this
Besides
story.
when you was little and you was knocking fools out, I put you in timeout when you was little.
That's part of it also. But one of the things was I have an uncle still, but at the time he lived in Joliet, Illinois. I was living in Chicago, and my mom would send me in particular down there to spend time with him to train for basketball. I was even part of the marching band. But he's a huge boxing fan. And I remember watching Royce Jones Jr. versus the Tasmanian Devil and fell in love with boxing because the art of it.
Yeah.
Roy made it look beautiful. Hit, not getting hit, and then all the talk that he talked, he backed it up.
Yeah.
And I remember him saying, one of the announcers asking him, why are you so brass? Why are you so confident? He said, because I put in all the work when nobody's watching. And me as an individual, whether it was in the classroom, the basketball court, professionally, and now boxing, I enjoy outworking you.
Yeah.
There's individuals that will work as hard as I do, but there aren't individuals that outwork me. And when it comes to boxing, that's one of those things to where, for myself, 5 a.m., I'm already running miles. And if you follow me on Instagram, I make sure to clock in and show you, hey, listen, I'm already 5 miles deep at 5 a.m.
How many miles are you running a day right now during training, man?
Yeah, so now I've toned them down this week for fight week, but I was running anywhere from 8 to 9 miles daily. And got to a point to where I look like Ahman Green did on the football field as far as my endurance in the ring.
I like it.
I'm sitting there right about 7 miles a day. So, so you got me beat, but I'm close. I'm on.
Nick is rolling over 7 times in his bed.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think you could combine me and AD together for the last 5 years.
I ain't run 7 miles the past 10 years, man.
Raff disobeys the cart path only rules on the golf course.
Cart path only.
Oh, it'll be fine. Nobody's watching.
Yeah.
AG, go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, man. Clyde, man. Nice meeting you. Great story. And to continue that story, you talk about your mom and her sacrifices for you and your siblings to have a better outlook on life. What are sacrifices you had to make to reach the current level that you're at in boxing and in life?
Yeah. One of the big things about me, Ahman, is that my base comes from my faith. All things that I do are through Christ, and I hope that's not offensive to listeners or anybody, but that's exactly who I am. And first, that's where I set first. I prayed on it, and made sure that it wasn't something that I was doing to glorify myself. Then the sacrifices follow that. Anybody who know me, man, knows that I am a cognac and whiskey connoisseur with a great cigar. I enjoy it. Today marks 111 days that I haven't touched neither.
Wow.
Not even a cigar?
Not a cigar.
Not in training, you can't.
Not a cigar.
Yeah.
Not one sip.
Michael Jordan did it all the time.
He ain't getting knocked out.
Hey.
Or trying to knock somebody out.
That's generational talent.
Yeah.
I was just talking about my faith. He had an extra splash. Or something.
Yeah.
He said he had extra splash on him.
Yeah. But yeah, AG, man, one of the things is, like I said, getting up at 5 a.m. because I'm a husband and a father first also. So I have to get up and sacrifice some rest, or I have to go sleep a little earlier and miss some of those West Coast playoff games.
Yeah.
But I'm getting up 5 a.m. conditioning. During the lunch hour, I do a strength circuit. And then I pick up my son and I take him to the gym with me. And then I'm there it depends on the day. I could be there 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Depending on what the training camp have in store for me for that day or how things are looking. And then I'm also a huge fan of fried chicken, macaroni and cheese. that Sunday dinner that mom and my wife prepared. I had to sacrifice that. It was a lot of pescatarian days in my training camp.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
A whole bunch of pescatarian days. You know?
Man, we got a lot in common. My wife is a great baker, and so from the cookies and cakes she makes, if it wasn't for the reason I work out every day, it would be a problem.
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm a huge fan of a pan of brownies with peanut butter chips also.
Now I'm getting hungry.
That makes two of us, Raff. I had to give those things up. That's part of it. That's the light part of it. But it's also the challenging part and the work that I've put in. I'm at the peak now to where I see the results.
Yeah.
All right. So we got the big fight Saturday night. Gabriel Rodriguez. What do we know about him?
Yeah, hard nose. Very hard nose. Has a Mexican style of fighting. He's going to make it crowd pleasing because he's the type of guy that's going to come forward. It's my professional debut. He has 4 fights under his belt. And a lot of guys at this point in their career, they want a layup. No, give me a challenge. Give me a challenge. Bring Gabriel in. And for the sport of it, yeah, let's make it entertaining. But also, there's a switch that I flipped at a certain point that night to where I'm gonna give you what you signed up for. I'm gonna give you everything you looking for.
Right.
And I'm gonna make you second guess it mid-round, every round you decide to stand in there with me. I'm going to punish you. I'm going to punish you. Don't let me being a father and my faith fool you. When you get in there and you sign up for this, I flip that switch.
As you should.
And
you would have been a good football player too, Cloud.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yep, and it's one of those things where I'm simply going to put on a master class because that style of fighting matches exactly who I am, to where I've downloaded some of the greats to where the object is to hit and not be hit, and put together round after round of taking you deeper and deeper and see if you made
into
those
the deep water.
Slowly drowned you.
Exactly.
Clyde, I got to ask you, man, because as I've learned more about UFC, boxing, those types of sports, the respect, the mutual respect between one fighter and another is something I really gravitate towards when I'm watching it on TV or in person. Talk about that from your perspective of being in there, because there's a lot of mutual respect to be able to say, okay, yep, we're both going to stand in here, but at the end of the day, we're going to do it the correct way.
Yep. There's a great boxer fan once told me, hey, there's 3 parts to it, Clyde. There's some arrogance, there's some ignorance, and then there's some bravery that comes with getting in there. And I stand on the side of right now, in the most humble way to say it is, I stand on the side of being brave and arrogant because I've put in the work.
Right.
I've put in the work. I've already done it. So then I know for sure that I'm ready. And then I'm assuming that he's ready also. I'm assuming that he's done everything he's supposed to do in order to step in there that night or else he wouldn't be stepping in there.
Right.
And if that's the case, then I know that we're in for it. And if he's prepared the way that I have, we'll go deep into the rounds.
deep corner.
Yeah, and if he isn't prepared, I'll get him out of there early.
Mm-hmm.
We're all eating in front of Clyde.
No, that's totally fine.
Clyde, how's that smell? How's that smell? Does it smell good?
Hey, to the listeners, we were just talking about eating clean and Clyde not eating certain things. Terrell gonna come in here like Chef Boyardee.
And Homeboy RD. That's it.
Yeah.
That's Homeboy RD.
He brought in some concoction. This thing is spicy and off the chains.
I don't know what it is. I thought at first it was some like banana pudding, and then I was like, nah, maybe it's pasta salad.
This is good,
and I don't
man.
think it's either one of those.
Clyde, I'm sorry.
Hey, DC, this is good, man.
But Clyde, let me ask you this. I want to ask you this, man. You mentioned other boxers. How much of a blessing and a help has it been for the relationship that you have with T-Bud Crawford?
You see those guys down the street in Omaha, man, they're extremely hospitable.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I'll say about my interactions with Terrence, man. He's an extremely humble dude. He's extremely giving of the knowledge and the insides and outsides of the sport itself. His training camp, the doors are open. You need something, come on down. You want some sparring, come on down. You want to just come and train and be around that atmosphere of who the greatest is right now in the sport. Come be around it. And the Midwest itself has taken on this identity that he's kind of created. In between him and some other fighters out of Chicago, the Midwest has this identity of a style of boxing, and this step to you style that we now have in the Midwest. And there's a reputation that comes with it. Because if you think back on it, the last time Bud was in the ring, it was against a young man from Texas.
Yep, Spence.
You saw what he did to him.
Goodness gracious.
Let's fast forward it to Saturday night. Clyde's in the ring with a young man from Texas. See what I'm gonna do to him.
Hello.
Yeah. So we got a reputation here, so we'll keep it going. And then the other thing is we just had some amateur boxers out of the state of Nebraska, one being out of Bud Crawford's gym, one being out of Victory Gym in Omaha, and one being out of Southside Boxing Gym here in Lincoln, my home gym, all qualify and participate in the National Golden Gloves tournament in Detroit this last week. All three of them placed in the top 3 in the nation.
Nice.
So we have a hub here in Nebraska for talent, and it's led by Bud.
Nice. So with you, I know we're focused just on Saturday night, but when you started out, your boxing process, what are your goals? I mean, what are we looking for over like the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years?
Yep. Right now we do have a blueprint in place. I'll be a little gun shy on rolling it out.
Oh yeah.
But there definitely are some milestones along the way that'll continue to not only reach the goals that I have personally and the goals of my team, but to create that exposure for Southside boxing in the youth of Lincoln.
Nice.
There's a huge part of it also is to lead by example.
Yep.
The complex just opened its doors not even a full 4 months ago, and moving from a space that was barely bigger than the space you guys currently are in.
Yeah, it was small.
It was very small. We had a huge amount of youth that wanted to come in, and then a lot of people always have this view on boxers that it's either trouble youth or at risk youth, but this was all walks.
And every kid is at risk.
Yeah,
And I've heard you guys. I don't care what
listening
school they go
last
to.
night, and they were talking about the gym and how like you guys have like that standard. Like if you're not going to come in and abide by like your grades, the way you dress, if you don't abide by that, and I love hearing that.
Yep. It's one of those things to where Tommy Asialaga, he is the founder of the complex, and he's been on the board for Southside Boxing, the nonprofit, for plenty of years. He and his wife have been extremely unselfish in creating these opportunities for the youth, giving them the ability, if, say, Clyde can't afford to chip in once a month for the membership. Tommy has created a program to where you can come in and help cut the grass, sweep up the parking lot, clean restrooms, and then that way you earn your basically
your training hours.
Exactly. And that's part of what I'm doing also with some of the proceeds from my fight on Saturday night will go to two local nonprofits, one being the Boys and Girls Club of Lincoln and Lancaster County. They're doing great things for the youth here in the community. So it's one of those things to where I'll help create some scholarships for the youth here to participate in these camps that are partnering with the Boys and Girls Club, a volleyball camp with the University of Nebraska Lincoln, a basketball camp with the University of Nebraska Lincoln, making it affordable for the youth who normally couldn't afford to go and be a part of Class A basketball camps or volleyball camps. We all know what our volleyball team does here.
Right.
And I'm sure in the future they'll work with the football team as well, but then also giving some of those proceeds back to Southside Boxing from giving me the platform and creating scholarships for some of the youth that can't afford to be there as of right now, and making sure that I lead by example and then open up doors for them because I see the doors that open for me.
Big picture question before we get you out of here.
Yep.
You kind of briefly touched on the negative correlations and opinions that people have about the sport. What is one of the most underappreciated pieces that you want to let the people know about? What's
good question.
the underappreciated piece of the sport that people should know?
The discipline. And the discipline, if you can be disciplined in the sport of boxing, because a lot of what you do, you're going to have to do alone. There's lonely hours, and it's just you.
Lonely hours.
That discipline can carry over into your profession, in your school work, whatever it may be, but you'll be able to sit down and study for multiple hours because you ran for multiple hours. Or you were punched in the face when you had a plan and had to adjust on the fly. The discipline itself from the sport goes a long way. And we have two of my favorite young men. One of them, he goes to East High right now. He'll graduate this year, and he has plans to go on to the Air Force. He'll go to the Air Force after this. Another young man, Cody, extremely talented boxer, 17 years old. He's about an inch taller than me. His arms about a half an inch longer. Amazing check hook. But he's a scholar. He's a scholar. So also the other thing about it is these aren't just knuckleheads that are running around. These are extremely book smart individuals that are at our gym. And that's part of the reason why I mentioned, hey, listen, I've also obtained multiple college degrees and I share that information with them. So then this gives me different avenues to pick and choose what I want to do as a profession and when I want to do it.
Absolutely. Before we close out with you real fast, little bro, we got a question from AA Ron. First of all, before we go to AA Ron, unknown texter 6348 says, is Jasper still around Southside Boxing? Is Jasper still around Southside Boxing?
I haven't been in contact with Jasper, so I'm not sure if they're still like behind the scenes, but not in the gym. Yep.
Then AA Ron says here, does MMA appeal to you at all? What's your dream fight?
My dream fight is for the WBC or the WBO or WBA cruiserweight championship. Whoever holds it at some point, that would be ideal. And I didn't play football because those guys grab each other, so I'm definitely not doing MMA. Keep your
not a grappler type of dude.
Yeah, don't keep yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. I played basketball.
That's the thing.
Pretty darn good tight
end. Clyde can play some football.
I did have. I won't lie. I did have an interest in football. I wish I was exposed to it a lot earlier. But like I said, my upbringing, there was always a basketball court. There was always a baseball diamond. And there was always somewhere to fight. I wish I was exposed to football.
I ruined it for you. I'm sorry.
Hey, do we have enough time for some rapid fire questions? I only have like 3 of them here for them.
Go ahead, AG. We'll make time. Go ahead.
All right, we got rapid fire for you, Clyde.
Nice.
Right up your alley in terms of boxing. So, who is your favorite boxer of all time?
Andre Ward. SOG, the son of God. Andre Ward, man, he's flawless. He makes it look easy. He's extremely mentally. Yeah, exactly.
The technician.
My favorite is Andre Ward.
Okay, nice. Love the name, by the way. Nickname there. All right, next question here. Do you have any pre-fight rituals or superstitions?
Yeah, I'm not a man of superstition, but I definitely have some rituals to where I like to prepare a certain way. I like my hands wrapped at a certain time. I know exactly before the warm-ups who I'm warming up with, because I have a training camp of 3, and one of them being legendary One Punch Patrick Thompson.
Oh, yeah.
If you know anything
PT.
about local boxing around here, One Punch Patrick Thompson.
I seen him do it at Clinton Elementary School a number of times.
So
Clinton,
imagine
Lincoln High, Northeast.
and then add to that, he fought at Madison Square Garden
Yeah.
underneath the Kodo card at one point. So
big bro.
So, yeah.
The big
One
bro.
Punch is in my corner, along with another young man by the name of Eric Howard, who was the national coach for Nebraska's Golden Glove team, and a young man by the name of Lance, who has studied the pro game and has implemented in plenty camps before this. So my rituals are Lance wrap my hands, I warm up with One Punch, and there's a conversation that take place with Big E as far as the defensive end before we go out to the ring.
Love it.
Okay. Nice. All right, a couple more here. What is your go-to meal after weigh-in?
After weigh-in, yeah, definitely give me some fettuccine Alfredo with grilled chicken.
Ooh,
I
yummy.
love it. Some garlic bread. And now that I know that I'm on weight, give me some apple juice with that, please.
Some apple juice.
How
Apple juice.
through that,
I love
AG? I'm
it.
sorry. How stressful is weighing?
Not for me. The actual nose to nose part of
Yeah.
it, or nah, it's cool.
Or just I mean like the process of like leading up to it, the couple of days, like am I going to make it?
Yep. So then I've been on weight for the last 3 weeks. That's where that discipline comes into play.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable right here where I'm at now.
Yeah.
You know.
Shoot, I'd be comfortable too.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick. All right, last question.
As a mom
Last
walks
question
in the
for you
office,
here.
see you eating Tootsie Rolls for breakfast?
Yeah, is that breakfast really?
Go ahead, AG.
Do you have Tootsie Rolls for breakfast too, or Sour Patch
No,
Kids?
thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
Maybe
Nick, no,
you
he's
should
not
try
doing
it.
that. He's not
Maybe
doing
you should
that.
try
Nick.
sometime.
All right. Last question for you here, Clyde, man, and then get you out of here. Favorite movie about boxing of all time?
My favorite. That's a great question. I have 4, but they'll lead. 3 of them are a sequel. It led to a sequel. Ali,
yeah.
the movie Ali gives me so much knowledge outside of boxing.
Yeah.
And I love it for that purpose alone. And Will Smith played that
The
role.
cinematography was amazing in that, man. Yeah.
And then Jamie Foxx played a role. There's a couple of roles.
He was the one of the coaches. One of the coaches, I remember.
Yep. You need that guy who's putting the battery in your back and gassing you up a little bit.
Bandini.
So that's part of it. And then I've fallen in love with the Creed sequel.
Yeah.
I've definitely fallen in love with it. I'm a huge fan of Michael B. Jordan as well. And that last one showed you some epic cinematography also.
Yeah, it did.
Really good.
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna say this real quick. If you haven't seen
Thanks for asking questions, Kyle. I appreciate you.
No, thank you.
If you haven't seen The Hurricane, have you seen that when Denzel? The things he went through. And I got the book. That's on the summer reading list. But real fast before we let you go, again, tell them like what time everything. The doors open, location, undercards, all of that. Before we let you go, Clyde.
Yep, definitely. We at the complex. This Saturday. Doors open at 6 p.m. First bell is at 7. The undercard has a handful of our youth that'll take place and that train out of Southside, and then it leads into 2 national participants at the Golden Glove level. 2 female fights will take place, and you want to talk about some young ladies that look like Barbies, but then get in the ring, get after it. Those are some fights that you want to tune into, and then of course the main event. Myself, I should be getting in the ring around 10:30, 11. But you want to get there early. You want to get there early because there's some great prospects at the complex, May 25th, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Folks, you can also follow Clyde on Instagram. If you go to Clyde, make sure I get it right. Clyde Diggs, all right, on Instagram, CLYDEGZ, CLYDEGZ, Clyde Diggs, for updates on that. He's done, like I said, I've known Clyde almost half his life as far as that goes.
Absolutely.
Comes from an amazing family, Dominique, they're amazing little young kings. So I'm just a great family. So I'm pulling from him. He's done so many things in the community. And just he really has capitalized on those gifts and abilities and those opportunities that God has given you, man. So I'm crazy proud of you. I know you're going to take care of business on Saturday. Again, check out Clyde Diggs on Instagram, and we're definitely going to have him back post-fight and discuss that as well. Folks, it's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, Clyde. Peace.
My man.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Scissors and Scotch has opened their Lincoln location at 30th and Yankee Hill. Don't settle for an ordinary haircut. Go above and beyond at Scissors and Scotch. Scissors and Scotch provides your classic haircut service with optional membership discounts. From now until June 6th, Scissors and Scotch is offering the Founders Reserve Special for those who want massive savings. Learn more or book your appointment by visiting scissorsscotch.com or check out Scissors and Scotch's brand new location at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try their brand new cake batter cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink with a variety of flavors and carrot cake muffins with cream cheese frosting. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up
But why?
because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ironhide Construction is a Nebraska-based general contracting and steel construction firm. Their expert team is experienced in building innovative construction solutions across several industries. While they were previously known for their extensive experience in steel erection and metal buildings, they've continued to evolve over the last several years into a full-service general contracting firm. They take pride in their commitment to quality, cutting-edge technology, and having a passion for what they do. For more information about their services or to discuss an upcoming project, visit www.ironhideconstruction.com or call 402-420-4961.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska's always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
There are over 1,000 kids in Cedars care today. We're here to ensure that each of them receives safety and stability they deserve. But we need your help. A gift to Cedars will make an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further with the available matching funds. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincolnday.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln kids today.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Soulful Casino in Havelock is a family-owned business, providing incredible food and service that'll have you craving more with every bite. Soulful Casino offers everything from pulled pork to fried chicken, catfish, ribs, and even quesadillas. You want sides? They've got them. From fries, green beans and baked beans, to collard greens, potato salad, and sweet dill corn. Stop by for lunch as they have specials Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 2 p.m. That's Soulful Casino, located in Havelock, where every bite you take fills the soul. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. Terrell Farley brought in some Rasta pasta, and oh my gosh, it is the hottest food I've had in a long time.
I've waited to try something because I don't want to be on air choking.
It's really but it's hot. It is hot.
That's what I've heard. So, man, Clyde was great.
Kind of burning my throat a little bit.
Kind of burning the throat.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's hot.
Yeah, you definitely got to.
Oh, man, come on, guys. Come on. Y'all tougher than that.
Luke's going to have to get me some water.
There you go.
Come on, Raff. Hold on. Did y'all see my post last week when I did the one chip challenge?
We on?
Yeah, we on.
I didn't know we were on air.
Oh, that's.
We're just talking. I was like, we on?
We always do.
No, we on, bro.
There's a perfect example of how we are just ourselves on the air.
Yeah, we're talking about.
Hey, did y'all hear what I said?
One chip challenge, AG accomplished.
Go on my Facebook. It was last week. Go on my Facebook. Y'all need to check it up.
You on Facebook. You haven't accepted me yet, AG.
This sounds like Raff. Hey,
I don't have to accept you.
This sounds like Raff. Go follow me on my socials.
I don't look at your account if you're not or if you're not friends with me. Come on now.
AG.
You don't have to.
AG, this is
doesn't
before.
do that.
AG, this was before you joined the show. Raff, AD, and I had probably been doing the show for about a year and a couple of months.
Right.
And Raff on the air, he's like, Nick, you never like any of my tweets. You never retweet me. I always retweet you.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't know how much I have ever see it. Well, then I would come to find out that I was not
following me
I was
on Twitter.
not following Raff on Twitter.
Can you believe that, AG?
You would have thought that the world was ending.
Horrible.
Dave from Renew, what's up, man? He goes, hey, Nick, so discipline is a code of behavior.
What's behavior? What is behavior?
And Aaron, yes, the guy's name is Godzilla.
I gotta be careful. Dave has my car currently.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
I gotta be careful. Shout out to Renew Your Auto, by the way.
Yes,
I'll go and
absolutely.
shout them out. They do an incredible job with tints, bed liners, details. Go to Renew Your Auto right now.
Good people. You guys, this is our last segment, basically, isn't it?
No,
Right,
we got
We got
one
two
more.
more. We got two.
We got two more.
We got one more.
We got one more after this.
Yeah.
I just want to kind of a recap on that. Like I said, you guys, I've known Clyde since he was a kid. And Patrick Thompson, they called him One Punch because Patrick literally would knock you out in a punch. And he fought all over the place, playgrounds, boxing rings, you name it. But to see what Clyde is doing now, man, it's really impressive. I love how they're working with kids who also want a chance to get into boxing. And I like how they mentioned, too, this at-risk thing. Every kid's at risk. Kids get in trouble at Southwest, East, Lincoln High, Northeast, all over the place, you name it. So I like how they have something just for kids, young adults and kids to learn a craft and a sport that comes along with so much discipline as far as that goes. And you know what, AG, one thing you said, I liked how you said, what are some of the sacrifices? I thought that was a crucial question because Clyde, you know, he likes to eat like we like to eat, you know, enjoys a stogie, but 100+ days he goes, oh no, there's no bourbons, there's no stogies, there's none of that stuff. And then up at 5 every morning, getting in those miles, man. So there's been a lot of sacrifice, like you mentioned, still being a husband, still being a dad, still being a professional and what he does. So I think that was a great question you asked him right there.
Yeah, he's covering a lot of bases, you know, in terms of the nonprofit side of it, giving back. You know, part of his winnings are going to go to the Boys and Girls Club of Lancaster County. that's so important, because obviously that can inspire young kids that are already he's watching and he's helping take care of, and they'll know that he's helped out their town, their city.
Right.
And then I say another thing he brought up, like I like what he said about the Midwest, saying that we got to step forward type of style of boxing that comes out of the Midwest. And I'm like, I've kind of been preaching that for probably time since I've been out of Nebraska playing ball, because a lot of people they're like, man, you from Nebraska? They're like, huh? I'm like, yeah. What are you saying about Nebraska? We just didn't think we had that players like you, athletes like you. I'm like, we got all types of athletes out of Nebraska: football, baseball, basketball. Where you want us to come out of, we'll do it.
Absolutely.
I was like, interesting. So I like that part, to let people know, hey, it's something going on, and it's been going on a long time here in the Midwest.
It definitely has. Folks, we'll come back with our last segment. We'll know we're on the air this time coming up. I promise you that. Raff needs some
hot mics.
Some water.
No hot mics.
Terrell cooked us up with an amazing concoction, but you're going to need some water to drink and to eat. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Milk. You need milk.
Yes, milk.
Not water. Water makes it hotter. People forget that.
That's true. That's true.
As a two-time survivor of the Hot Ones Challenge, Dr. Pepper also works.
Yeah, sugar. I know sugar works somehow. I never tried sugar, but I guess it works.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, send us to break, Raffy.
All right, we'll throw it to break. Drive 92.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Ironhide Construction is a Nebraska-based general contracting and steel construction firm. Their expert team is experienced in building innovative construction solutions across several industries. While they were previously known for their extensive experience in steel erection and metal buildings, they've continued to evolve over the last several years into a full-service general contracting firm. They take pride in their commitment to quality, cutting-edge technology, and having a passion for what they do. For more information about their services or to discuss an upcoming project, visit www.ironhideconstruction.com or call 402-420-4961.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Service Ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. Chance of showers and storms expected throughout the day. It'll be windy too, with an afternoon high around 77. Tonight, partly cloudy and breezy, low around 50. And tomorrow we'll see mainly sunny skies return with lighter winds and a high around 77. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody. We're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Floyals Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Floyals Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. All you have to do is visit FloyalsNE.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders. Or if you have a team, group, anybody need catering, give Best a call. 402-423-5576. And we're back.
Joe B, real quick. Good morning, Jesus. I didn't get to listen earlier, so might have already said it, but need to get a Go Big Red and good luck to the Husker baseball team today. Absolutely. Joe B, we're hoping they can play. Nerd. Good morning, Nerd. He goes, breaking news. In-state swim trials be held in Schwab Field dugouts. We got the black shirt in the house. Chef Boy R. Farley in the house. Terrell, this is lunch because I can't eat this before I go to the gym.
Holy cow.
Man,
I can't believe how tender-mouthed you guys are.
Exactly. I was just saying that, T-Far. I was just saying that.
Tender
baby.
stomach Nick, tender mouth Raff.
Mine's gone.
I ate it all. I just said it was hot.
Here's the thing. I can't eat this before I go to the gym because we ain't going to the gym.
I didn't know y'all had a guess because I just didn't know. I thought that was AG, so I was like, yeah, AG's finna get it.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't have got it. I did the one chip challenge last week.
I know, but it's not hot though. It's a quick burn.
It's got a bite to it.
Yeah, it's a bite. It's jerk. It's real made jerk sauce.
It's
I mean,
good,
it's
man.
not marinated.
good.
It's this is jerk sauce.
Hey, I got to tell you what I made on the Blackstone last night for dinner, Terrell.
What? Some chicken fried rice?
I made some stir fry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
That's the only thing you can cook on there. You can't cook.
No.
Probably some ham. You know,
ham.
Yeah, because it's flat. You know, ham don't really. You don't have.
You can make
you don't have
smash
to get
burgers. You can
Who
make
likes smash
pancakes.
burgers?
You can make steaks. You can make a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna tell you
on
right
Blackstone.
now, this right here is off the chains. And when I'm done with the gym, this is gonna get killed. It's gonna get killed, man. I took a few bites. I'm like, AD. Now, if you know you do this, the gym time is gonna be all messed up. So I'm like, we're gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until lunch after I'm done, because after I work, I'm gonna ask you guys this. I can't eat right after I work out. Some people can't.
I can't.
I have to eat right after I work out.
Can you, AG?
I have to eat right after I work out.
Can you, Raff?
Nope.
What about you, Terrell?
I haven't worked out in 30 years. So I'm not gonna say anything.
T. Farley can always eat.
Yeah,
I think about Terrell came in here, pounded one of these, then came in with a handful of candy. And to think about it, AG, that dude will not gain weight.
Hey,
yeah,
I know.
I've
been knowing him a long time. He does it well.
He will not gain weight at all. So let me ask you this. And we got the spillover going on right now. Terrell, we got a listener to text it in as well. 7783 goes. I'm sorry, 5124. Did you guys see all the flooding in Omaha and around Charles Schwab Field?
Crazy.
We did. And folks, it's AG. If you go on Twitter, I think you've seen it already. Terrell, they've got flooding galore up there. The dugouts there at the Schwab Field. I don't know how deep it is, but it's deep, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Got a call from the captain, and he having some problems with his basement, so he's going to be out today dealing with his basement.
I think everybody in Omaha, in any low-lying areas particular, because Pacific Street, they showed 67 Pacific, man, that car was it was up to the window. Almost to the window, the car window, man. So there's going to be some issues there. Thoughts and prayers to the folks in Omaha. This is the last thing they need to be dealing with up there right now in light of what took place there just over a month ago. So we'll go from there. Terrell, what you guys got on the show today, my man?
Me and Bach in the black shirt.
Black Shirt Island.
Yeah, we're gonna talk football. We got some rankings for the Big Ten coaches. We got some rankings for the 10 hottest coaches on the hot seat so far before it even started. So you know, it's a good group of names on there. So hopefully Mickey can move up into another spot. You know, but the thing about this flood, man, it's coming back to Lincoln, man. It's about 12 o'clock. They said Lincoln's going to get it. So, it's 99% chance of rain. So, came down this morning, probably early, too.
Did you butt dial me yesterday morning?
Yeah, I did.
I looked at I didn't notice first morning. I was like, little bro hit me.
Well, you know how you get on your phone and your name is the first,
AD.
the first
I get butt dialed every day.
all the time.
Yeah, I seen it. Then I was like, I almost called you this morning. I was like, because I didn't know if it was this morning, yesterday morning. And I was like, if he needed something, he would have left me a voicemail. AD hit me up.
Terrell, I would have called you back.
Terrell, I got 2 contacts for you. Can you go ahead and say your number out loud real quick for me?
No.
You're gonna have his phone blowing up.
60. 60.
He tried to set you up for failure right there.
That's it. Okay, I got the right one.
AG, before we roll out, what you got for the rest of the day, my man?
Hey, I'm a stream. I haven't streamed in a while. Get to jump on here, play some Halo for a few hours on my Twitch channel on Mon Green TV. So I'm gonna do that. And always waiting for a nice Call of Duty request. On one of those microphones right now.
AG.
Yo.
When are you back in town?
June 9th. I'll be back in town June 9th.
I need help setting up my my stream.
Okay.
I might need you to help me out.
I'll get you running.
Streaming for Fortnite is not hard.
I'm not streaming Fortnite.
That's not hard.
I'm streaming MLB. Yeah. Streaming MLB, and I got to stream EA Sports College Football.
And he's going to be doing college football for the rest of his life now.
You pay for it? You're going to get it downloaded?
It's taken care of.
You're going to download it to your system? Okay, that's a good way.
It's taken care of.
Free off just drove by, man.
How much?
Yeah.
How much you pay?
Shout out to you.
My
150?
No.
Why?
My car is sitting out there. They hooked me up.
You got you taken care of, and you took care of them.
Yep.
Raff, what you got for the RGT, man?
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take comes from Pete Ferguson. The 17th edition of the Trax Scholar and Power program recently concluded. Trax stands for, I have this, teaching empowerment, relationships, accountability, Passion, knowledge, education, learning, scholars. C, he had corn, but I don't think or communication, my bad. I got to be able to read better. And so now these 9 scholars are now alumni of a program committed to advancing inclusion through a strength-based approach. They are Ella Donner, Nawal Ahmed, Razik Tameen, Jaden Avalos Reyes, Alexa Sutton, Jumwani Dean, Melinda Winston, EJ Hardaway, and Elizar Gonzalez. So congratulations to you guys. You are now alumni of the Tracks program, and you guys are Raff's Good Take. And
well done.
Thanks, Pete, for all you do. I mean, amazing.
Big shout out to Pete.
Sounds
Big
like
shout
you're
out.
running out of Raff Good Takes now.
I never ran out of Raff's Good Takes.
Started off a little bad there now.
I'm still waiting for my Raff's Good Take.
I gave you Raff's Good Take. I gave you Raff's Good Take one day. Farley's still waiting. Maybe the Rasta Pasta. Maybe the Rasta Pasta has earned him a Raff's Good Take. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if Raff wakes up tomorrow.
You'll never make it to Black Shirt Island, buddy.
Oh, I didn't know it was a Black Shirt Island. That's
Yeah,
dope.
it's like Rebirth Island, but it's Black Shirt Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll
80
see. I'll
attitude
make it,
adjustment.
and I'll conquer it.
I think AG could hold his own on there, man.
Oh yeah.
How about me, Terrell?
Just the way that you sounded, probably not.
That was a good one. Yeah, you got to have some tone in that. You got to have some depth in that voice.
Nick's know what he's doing. See,
You got to speak from the chest.
I set little
with
kids
the
up voice. Like, hey, come over here. Hey,
We're turning that mic off. That's a dangerous topic. That's a dangerous topic. Go ahead,
You
AD.
turn him off one more time. He'll be.
Where'd you go, Raff? Go ahead, AD. This is all you and me.
The 80 Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. IOC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time days, even weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at IOC.net/careers. The attitude adjustment today, folks, is we all got a deposit at midnight, 86,400 seconds. And it's what we do with it. That's how much we get each day, 86,400 seconds. And a lot of us look for deposits that we get, money, financial. But I'm going to tell you something. People can miss our deposits in our businesses. No problem. We call them back, say, hey, we follow up. When's that going to hit my account? On this one, when that last deposit comes 86,400 seconds, that is it on this side. So enjoy today, the weather, the ups, the downs, the chaos, because we don't know when that last deposit is going to hit our life account of 86.4. So make it count.
There it is.
Hey, come on.
I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this. This Ross Boss is gonna count too at noon when I get on my workout.
All right, Raffy, send us away, my man.
All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Remember, be nice to each other. And remember, Black Shirt Island up next.
Yeah.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers. Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try their brand new cake batter cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink with a variety of flavors and carrot cake muffins with cream cheese frosting. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, will treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Doren. God bless you.
Play ball! Summertime is here, and so is another action-packed baseball season with the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Bring your whole crew to Haymarket Park to experience the magic under the lights and the thrill of the game. Enjoy daily specials like Wiener Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, and Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts. Don't miss out on the excitement.
Strike three, you're out.
Visit saltdogs.com to see this week's promotions and secure your tickets to unleash the fun.
Hey, baseball fans, join the